Hello YouTube, my name is Nero and today we some Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and today we're going to be running around with one of the new melee weapons available to us with the March 22nd Black Ops 3 Black Market Update. We are running around here with the Carver. So the Carver itself is a new knife. Now the animation's pretty cool. You spin this thing around, it looks very, very nice. But aside from that, it's just a new melee weapon, right? It's just a new melee skin. There's nothing really too fancy about it. It has its own unique animations, it kind of has its own unique field, it has its own unique icon in the kill feed. But aside from that, it's just going to be another melee weapon. This is one of three of the new melee weapons that were brought to us today with the March 22nd update. I did a video earlier on today. If you guys like to check that out, there's going to be a link to it at the end of the video, as well as a link to it down there in the video description, where you guys can go ahead and check out the MVP baseball bat, which is another new melee weapon added here to Black Ops 3, which is so much fun to use. This one lacks a little bit of flavor in comparison because the baseball bat, that thing has a crowd that cheers for you every time you get a kill. This thing, it's just a knife. It's just a knife at the end of the day. It's a cool looking knife that has a cool animation when you spin it, and it's going to feel like a knife. It's going to perform like a knife. It's a knife at the end of the day. They're definitely going the CSGO route, I think, with these melee weapons and supply drops. I have a feeling we're going to see a dozen more of these things before the end of the Black Ops 3 life cycle because they're very easy to make. They don't change around gameplay whatsoever, and they're just cosmetic changes. I know a lot of people like to run like a knife as a secondary just for fun, or they like to melee only to kind of challenge themselves. It's like shotgunning in some respects, right? When you're using a shotgun in Call of Duty, you're really limiting yourself to a very close range. When you're meleeing, you're even limiting yourself to even less range. So it's definitely the hardest way to play Call of Duty, in my own personal opinion anyway. I mean, if you think about it, there's no real advantages to having a knife, I suppose. I mean, I suppose there's certain situations where like you're waiting for somebody to walk through a door, they take a step through the door, you just melee them right away. But I think the bad definitely outweighs the good when it comes to using a melee weapon. You are very limited in your range, and most of the time you're going to struggle to do very well when you're going up against shotguns, sniper rifles, light machine guns, assault rifles, submachine guns, you know, secondaries even. I mean, it's hard to run around with a melee weapon in Call of Duty, but we still have a number of melee options available to us here in Black Ops 3, and this is one of the three newest ones that are available to us as of the March 22nd supply drop update. So I just want to make a quick little video showing you guys what the weapon looks like, what the animations are like, and kind of what it looks like in the kill feed. Just kind of like a little showcase, a little spotlight, I suppose, of one of the new weapons, because at the end of the day, it's very random as to whether or not you're actually going to get any of these things as supply drops. And I was fortunate enough to get a couple of them, so I figured, hey, I'll make a video for each of them. That way people can actually see what they're like, and people can see some gameplay, and people can hopefully get an idea of what these weapons are like, because they may or may not actually ever have access to them, which at the end of the day, that's what supply drops are about. Complete randomness, complete RNG, and I think I'm going to be doing another video today talking more about supply drops, although I think I've beaten that horse to death at this point. But still, I think there's going to be a lot of people wanting to discuss the idea of supply drops after today's update, so of course we're going to be doing that later on tonight. I just want to make this quick little video showing you guys what the Carver knife looks like, as well as the video I did earlier on today, which was the MVP baseball bat video, which if you guys want to check that out, once again, there's going to be a link at the very end of the video, as well as a link to it down there in the video description. Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I hope you guys found it at least somewhat helpful and informative, just showing you guys off the new Carver knife here available to us here in Black Ops 3. If you did enjoy the video, please drop me a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.